Then, hello, and welcome to A Place to Call Home. It's our weekly show where we talk about everything. This is Smile TV. We are here with the Smile Community Action Agency where I work, and we're here to talk with the services department and a little bit about what we do each and every day. We already know that Smile has been in this community, has served this community for over 50 years, and we are hoping that it stays around for 50 more years. But our very special guest live in studio with me today is Miss Nia Vernon. She is the Angela Davis Nia Vernon Parish Manager, and Miss Liz Jornet, and she's a wonderful, wonderful case manager in the services department. And of course, I'm Portia Evans. And we just want to talk about the services department and what we do every day. So let's start off by asking the question, what kind of programs or what are some of the different programs that Smile offers, especially as far as utility assistance?
We have two different programs. We have our LIHEAP and we have our crisis program.
Okay. Now, tell me the difference.
Okay, LIHEAP is created for a future balance. You can receive that service every 6 months. Crisis is when you have a disconnect notice. You can receive that once a year.
Okay. Now, a lot of people come to us each and every day, Liz, and they come and we need certain documents. Could you tell the people today just some of the things that they need when they come?
Yes, when they work, if they have employment, the last four check stubs. If it's bi-weekly, it would be the last four. If it's monthly, it's the last four, or weekly is the last four consecutive weeks. Proof of income, but that would be proof of income, social security cards, the picture ID, and the utility bill. Current utility bill, if they're a LUS customer, they can bring in a 6-month printout with the current utility bill.
And what about Social Security letters?
Yes, ma'am. The current 2017 Social Security Award letter or disability.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you don't bring that letter that says you have a disability, we can't give you that extra credit nowadays.
No, ma'am. If you come, you can use your bank statement showing that you received something from the Social Security office, as long as that bank statement is on a letterhead, or as long as it's stamped by a bank teller or by a banker at the bank.
But
if you want to get that extra, how you say, l'argent, you gotta bring me that letter that has those initials behind it. Let us know that you're disabled.
all right. So there's LAHEAP and then there's crisis. What's the difference? I mean, crisis, you can only come one time a year, but what makes crisis so special? How does a person get into a crisis situation?
A crisis situation is basically if you had an unexpected expense that you had to pay for. Say, for instance, you had to pay for a tire for your car, or for your transmission, or your medication, or if you need your utilities in your household, if you're on a breathing machine or a CPAP machine, or if you have insulin that you have to keep refrigerated. Also, if you're working and your hours decrease, so your income decrease, we can use that as a form of a hardship.
Okay, so you do need a hardship if you come, and you can just walk in for crisis?
Yes, ma'am. Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock, because we open at 8. But if you come, I would advise you to be out front for 7:30, because sometimes there's a line.
And we only take a certain amount.
10 people. Yes, ma'am, because it's a long process.
All right. And so what if I'm a person who doesn't have the right documents, Liz?
Well, we normally ask the client, we'll give them that morning. If they come in that morning, we normally give them a little time to go and get the required documents needed, and then we can still see them that same day.
All right. And a lot of people might come, they might have an expired driver's license, they might not have the social security cards they need, they might not have the check stubs. So we will give you time to go get those items and come back.
Yes, ma'am.
Other than that, you cannot walk in, because a lot of people think, well, I could just walk in and get an appointment. But you have to call the 1-800 number.
Yes, ma'am.
What's that number?
1-855-806-9645.
Now, a lot of people will say, I've called that number over and over and over again, and I cannot get through, Miss Portia. I cannot get through to that number. What do you say?
You have to keep on calling. Because some people, once they get it, because you have to realize there's Lafayette, there's Acadia, there's Jeff Davis, and there's New Iberia all calling in into that one call center. So you have to keep calling until you can get through. Some people get in on the first ring and set appointments up for everybody that they got lined up with them since one person got in.
Them and all their neighbors.
And all the neighbors, yes, ma'am.
And I tell people all the time that number is a 24-hour number. So if you have to get up in the middle of the night and use the bathroom, you might think about calling that 1-800 number
That's when you might get in.
to get services. So are there any special items other than having a hardship that you need for the crisis program?
For the crisis, we need, if you're with LUS, we need to have your agency letter. On that agency letter, it tells us exactly what day you're being disconnected on and how much you're being disconnected for, or how much it is to restore your lights if your lights are off.
Now with crisis, you have to pay a portion of your bill.
Yes, ma'am. We only pay the electrical portion because with LUS, they have sewer, water, and wastewater. So we only pay the electrical portion
So you're responsible
for the other part. Yes, ma'am.
if you come through our crisis program.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that is such good information and good things to know. Now, I hear a lot of people say, small people only help who they want. Is that true?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am. We were open on Saturday, October 30th. We had some extra money we had to get rid of. And the clients we were able to see, we saw over 64 clients that Saturday. It was amazing. Some people had never been there before. Some people hadn't been there since a long time. But we were able to see them anytime. It's just the getting in. The clients that come, they know when to call, exactly what time to call. I might have to start asking them what time do they call to get some other people in. Yes, ma'am. So we help everybody.
Help everybody.
Mhm.
Everybody. Now, what are some of the other programs that Smile does?
We have our transportation. We have our housing program. We have the foster grandparents that come in and help us every now and then. We have our emergency program. We have health and wellness with Miss Vanessa Williams. We have our high set program, which is the high set GED program, and first time home buyers. And right now they're doing expungements as well. They're taking information for that.
That is a great program that's going to help a lot of people in the community. If you haven't heard about it, it's the Expungement Project, and it's I don't want to say being administered by Smile, but Smile is being one of the lead agencies that is going to be helping people expunge their records. Now, from what Dr. Chris Williams has told me, it means that they have gotten a bunch of lawyers together who will dedicate their time pro bono, free of charge, to do this work. They will get together with the district attorneys in various areas, not just the Lafayette parish, but district attorneys in various parishes that we serve, and they will be able to help you expunge that bad thing on your record. You know, I say that everybody got a secret. You know, it's just, who got the worst secret and who didn't get caught.
Right.
But I just want to say that is a wonderful program. I know a lot of people are going to take advantage of that program, and all you have to do is call and submit your name and contact information, and somebody will be back in touch with you.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, and another program I forgot to mention. During the tax season, we do tax at Smile. And if you need to speak with the IRS for anything, so you won't have to drive all the way to Baton Rouge, you can call the IRS, let them know that you're in Lafayette, Louisiana, and you'd like to set up an appointment, and you can come to the Smile agency. We have the monitor set up and a little machine that you can slide your documents in so you can speak to someone. It's kind of like FaceTime, face-to-face, but you don't have to drive all the way to Baton Rouge with the IRS.
Wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that is good. We also help people get their TWIC cards.
Yes.
Medication,
You can sign up for your food stamps.
Everything. Disability there. We're kind of like a one-stop shop.
A one-stop
A
shop.
one-stop shop.
The Smile Community Action Agency, your agency, the agency you know, the agency you trust, the agency that has been here for 50 years. And we want to keep it going. This is our service department, just sharing a little information. In case you've got an upcoming appointment, we want to be able to take care of you. Now, a lot of people come in, they're sitting there, they see the amount of people there, and they thinking, Lord have mercy, I'm going to be here all day long. Tell me how that works.
We let them know this is how many people we have on our staff. We're trying our hardest to get you all in and out. Just bear with us. Patience is a virtue in my book. You just have to wait it out. I mean, you can wait.
So if somebody sees you, I came before her, but she going into the office before me.
She might have been there for crisis. You might be here for LIHEAP. There's two different programs. LIHEAP is by appointment only. Crisis is for a walk-in. It's like when you go to the doctor's office. If you just coming in as a walk-in, you have to wait till somebody can see you. But if you have an appointment and it's for 10 o'clock and you're here, we're going to take in the person that's there for 10.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Smile Community Action Agency, we are located. A lot of people call and say, where y'all located?
501 St. John.
That's right.
501 St. John Street. We also get a lot of calls that say, y'all got any money? Y'all got any money?
Yes.
We got some money. We
Yes.
good. Yes, ma'am. They call about the money?
Yeah, y'all got any money? Y'all helping people? How can
Money
I get
for
help?
What type of service are you looking for?
Okay.
And then we direct them to where they need to go.
All right. Let's
Yes,
talk a
ma'am.
little bit about our housing program. I've had the ladies on. But a lot of people, think that we could place you in a house, we could pay your deposit.
We don't place you in a house. You have to go out and look for a home. Once you find out where you want to stay, we then see if your landlord is willing to work with Smile. Because some landlords are and some aren't. Because they think that it's just, we have cash on hand. It's a voucher process that they go through with the housing department. So that's how that works.
We do have some shelters, though.
Yes, ma'am. We do have a transitional shelter for women and children.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a man and a woman, we also have a resource guide that we can direct you to where you need to go, and we could probably write you a referral to get you into one of those shelters.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
And there are some wonderful agencies that are also assisting people with things in our community. We want to salute them as well. But we love what we do at Smile Community
Yes, ma'am.
Action Agency, and that's about helping people. Two different programs, LIHEAP and the Crisis Program. You can call the number on the screen.
Is area code 337-234-3272. That's the office number. And if you're trying to set up an appointment for LIHEAP, you can dial 1-855-806-9645.
All right, call those two numbers. Thank you, ladies, for coming on the show today. Thank
You're
you for
welcome.
being our guests and sharing what we do. We want to just